Well, what happens is a law firm takes car accidents on a contingency fee, meaning they don't get paid unless they win. So she had called all the other law firms in Atlanta, and she had told them the truth, and she'd been turned down. So they learn how to answer questions to get somebody interested. So when she called the law firm, she told them her son had died in a car accident, and she wanted representation, and she told them the car flipped. And that's all she had told, because she learned in her previous phone conversations with other law firms that if she said, yes, he's married, then she doesn't have a claim.
Right.
So she answers the question, no, he's not married. They do that. This is common practice.
Unbelievable. So they think that this law firm is not going to do any work or any digging. That she could just lie.
We call it due diligence. Yeah, they think we're not going to do our due diligence.
And welcome back to another episode of True Stories from a Real Private Eye. I'm your host, Vinnie Coppola. With me, as always, is Lynn Lambdin, a real private investigator in Atlanta, Georgia. We missed you last week. We hope you missed us as much. I wanted to tell you exactly what happened. We had some severe water damage to our house, and they were repairing it last week. And me and my family were living in our basement, and we were all huddled in there like we were hiding from the Germans or something. But while they were working up there, it was very impossible to do a podcast. But I feel like I should explain that to you because you have been here for us every week. So I just want to let you know that it was my fault. I apologize. I'm going to try to do better.
Well, Vinny, some things you can't help, and I'm sure that they understand, and that they've probably had some of the same frustrations in their life.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. Well,
and it is a frustration, not just the flooding, but trying to get insurance involved, trying to get people out to make the repairs, and it's a process, Vinny. It's a process.
It took forever. It took forever for them to get going, but they did it. And I got to tell you, they did an excellent job. They did an excellent job. They got no complaints about the work.
Yeah,
no complaint. And Alexia is over the moon, happy with what it looks like. So, our house is in good shape, and it's over.
How many stab wounds do you have?
Stab wounds. Fortunately, none. But yeah.
Well, this week, Vinny. Last time we met, we talked about a very sad story, and it took me 2-3 days to get over talking about it. It's so horrible. So this week we're going to try to laugh a little bit.
Okay, great.
We're gonna. This is called the Jerry Springer Week.
The Jerry Springer Week.
Yeah. The first case has a sad component to it, but we're going to try to just minimize that part.
Okay.
So husband and wife are married. They're married, and they're having marital issues, and they go on Jerry Springer.
Really?
Yes.
I thought that was just the title. Okay, great.
No. Both of these stories that we're going to talk about were on Jerry Springer.
Wow.
And and I'll tell you where I get involved with both stories.
Okay.
So, the husband and wife they go on Jerry Springer and they air their dirty laundry, and a pretty funny story. And this is just your typical Jerry Springer story. Nothing crazy about it. Nothing spectacular. Just Jerry Springer, just crazy stuff.
Yeah, you were sleeping with my best friend.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah,
yeah. So a couple weeks after the Jerry Springer story aired, they get paid to go on Jerry Springer. They get paid $2,000 a piece to go on Jerry Springer. So they're driving down I-20 coming out of Birmingham, or coming out of Alabama. They're coming back from Birmingham, but they're driving out of Alabama coming into Atlanta. And they're arguing, and the wife is driving, and the husband's in the passenger seat, and they're arguing and fighting. Of course, they just come off of Jerry Springer, typical. Mm-hmm. and he's taking her clothes and throwing them out the window.
Oh.
And she is slapping at him, and he reaches over and grabs the steering wheel and jerks the steering wheel.
Oh my God.
And the car flips.
Oh.
And he didn't have his seatbelt on because he's climbing in the back seat to throw her stuff out the window.
Uh-oh.
Well, she had her seatbelt on. Well, when the car flips, because they're going down the interstate at a high rate of speed because they're arguing, it's heated.
Yeah.
And, well, when the car flips, he gets ejected and he gets killed.
Oh boy.
So that's the sad component. He dies and that's where I come in.
Yeah.
His mother hires the law firm I'm working for. Why do you think she hired the law firm?
Because she thought that the wife was responsible?
No. She wanted the $2,000 Jerry Springer money.
Oh my God. These people. Well, he didn't get a chance to spend the money. He's dead.
She didn't care.
Yeah.
She wanted the wife to pay
Yeah.
she wanted the wife to pay the $2,000. Now, keep in mind that he's responsible for the accident.
Right.
The wife has all the rights because they're still married.
Right.
But his mother wants that $2,000. That's all she cares about. She didn't care about burying her son. She didn't care about anything else. She just wanted that $2,000 Jerry Springer money.
Unbelievable.
And this conversation that I had with this woman, now keep in mind, this was 25 years ago. And the conversation that I had with this woman bordered between me being a jerk and me trying to be considerate because she had lost her son.
Right.
And I'm trying to be nice, but I'm asking her questions like, are you yanking my chain? And I'm looking around. I'm going, am I on Jerry Springer?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Is this a Jerry Springer episode?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this candid camera?
Yeah. Right.
And this woman is dead serious. And when I asked her, I said, ma'am, am I on Jerry Springer? Is that what this is? She got mad at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she goes, no, this is my son's life. I want that $2,000. I deserve that $2,000. That's my money.
How does she figure? I mean, what did the law firm want you to do to get this? And
well, what happened was that she called into
this woman was paying a law firm just to get $2,000.
Well, what happens is a law firm takes car accidents on a contingency fee, meaning they don't get paid unless they win.
Oh, okay.
So she had called all the other law firms in Atlanta and she had told them the truth and she'd been turned down. So they learn how to answer questions to get somebody interested.
Right.
So when she called the law firm, she told them her son had died in a car accident and she wanted representation, and she told them the car flipped, and that's all she had told. She didn't, she said that and she said, was your son married? Well, no, he wasn't married, because she learned in her previous phone conversations with other law firms that if she said, yes, he's married, then she doesn't have a claim.
Right.
So she answers the question, no, he's not married. They do that. This is common practice.
Unbelievable. So they think that this law firm is not going to do any work or any digging. That she could just lie.
We call it due diligence. Yeah, they think we're not going to do our due diligence.
Right. Yeah.
And so when I get to her house and I sit down in her living room, we're sitting in her living room, and I'm sitting in her living room, and so when I sit down in her living room, she thinks that she's got it worked out in her mind that once that we get in front of her, she's going to explain how that she is entitled to this money.
Right.
Well, she's entitled to this money because the wife shouldn't have been arguing with the son And since the son and the wife were going to get a divorce and the wife was arguing with him, then she's entitled to the money. Now, the wife did collect on insurance, but not for the son's life. She collected for the damage to the car and her injuries because the accident was the son's fault because he just reached over and grabbed the steering wheel and jerked the steering wheel, and that sudden whip to the right caused the car to flip.
Yeah.
But this conversation I had with this woman was just so far out there. It was like talking to a space alien.
Yeah, I bet.
But these people they will lie to you. It's kind of like you picking up the phone and you wanting to learn how to do brain surgery, and you calling brain surgeons and interviewing brain surgeons and going, okay, now I know what questions not to ask. And then you call the next brain surgeon, and then you go, okay. And then you call the next brain surgeon until you know what questions. Now you think you're a brain surgeon. Now you think you're ready to do brain surgery.
Right.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
And this happens every day.
Unbelievable.
I had an argument with the guy. I didn't have an argument with the guy today. I hung up on him and I blocked his number because he has an $88,900 back child support, and he has an accident, and he thinks that child support, and his kid is 32 years old, which means he never paid child support a day in his life.
Wow.
And he thinks that child support, they have a lien against his case. And he thinks that child support is not going to take that money when the case settles.
Right. Yeah.
I said, they have a lien on your case. And he goes, but they're not going to take my money.
Okay, good luck.
He goes, my son is 32 years old. I said, well, you know what that tells me? I said, that tells me you're a deadbeat and you're still trying to be a deadbeat.
Yeah.
You're still trying to find a way to beat the system.
Yeah. Good luck.
So here's the second Jerry Springer case.
Oh my gosh.
I go to this lady's house and it has nothing to do.
Wait a second. Can I ask you something? So you went over there, you talked to this woman, you sat down in her living room. She gave you the rundown on what really happened and all that stuff because she thought, now that you're in front of her, it was safe to tell you everything. And did you say, how did that end? Did you just go, ma'am, you have no case. Goodbye.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And when I left, she was crying.
Yeah.
Not because of her dead son, because she wasn't going to get the $2,000.
Of course. But you still got paid.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she had the contract where that her son had signed the contract to be on Jerry Springer, and he got paid the $2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did she figure that it was not his wife's? I mean, even though they were going to get a divorce, yes, but they're still married. Does she not understand the law?
She didn't care. She just wanted the money.
She just wanted the money.
That's all. It was just that's all she wanted was the money.
Some of these people crack me up, Lynn.
Yeah, but if it would have been if the accident would have been the wife's fault, well, she couldn't have collected. But if it would have been a boyfriend-girlfriend situation, there would have been a $25,000 insurance policy there.
Yeah.
But she wasn't worried about that. She just wanted the Jerry Springer money.
She wanted the Jerry Springer money. Yeah. Crazy.
So here's the second one.
Okay.
I get a call to go to this person's house, and I don't even remember what the case was about. Have no idea what the case was about.
Okay.
Could have been anything.
Yeah.
So I go in, I'm sitting down, and I'm talking to this woman, and all of a sudden she says, "That's my son there on the wall, that picture." I said, "Okay, nice looking boy." And I'm just doing my job. And she goes, he was on Jerry Springer.
Oh, no.
I said, okay. I said, I had another client whose child was on Jerry Springer, and I just keep going. I'm trying to keep her focused, and I said, well, let's get this done. And she goes, let me show you.
Oh, God, she had it on tape.
So she played the tape.
Oh, God. That's him. That's him right there.
Yeah. And so she played the tape, and I said, well, which one is your son? She goes, he's the one kissing the other dude. She goes, but he's not gay.
Oh, God.
She said, they all made this up. She said, him and the other two guys, and the girl, there was 4 people involved, 3 guys and a girl. She said they all made this up to go on Jerry Springer so they could get paid.
$2,000.
And I said, ma'am, he may not be gay. I said, but the way he kissed that other dude sure convinced me he was gay.
Yeah, right.
She got mad. She got so angry at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she said, well, just watch the rest of the tape.
Yeah.
And so we sat there and I watched the rest of it. And she said, see the rest of the tape? You can tell this was just made up. I said, maybe you could.
Yeah.
I said, I'm convinced.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got me convinced. Yeah.
And I said, you don't kiss another dude like that unless you're gay, ma'am.
Yeah. 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 Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No. That's what I told her. I said, it's okay that he's gay. Yeah, I said, there's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
I said, but he may convince you. I said, but he's not got me convinced.
Right. And
I
mean, of all the stories to invent for a Jerry Springer episode, well, let's do a gay episode.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't think that's something that 2 straight guys come up with.
Well, what it was he and this other guy was supposed to be gay, and the third guy was dating this girl, and then they brought the straight guy into their gay relationship. And that's what the fight was about with the girl.
Oh boy. Okay. Very Jerry Springer-esque. Yes. I mean that's classic Jerry Springer right there.
That's classic Jerry Springer.
You know what? So good on them. I hope they had a nice party with their $8,000.
Yeah.
Because there was 4 of them. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I told her.
That's a good party. That's a good party.
Well, the last I said, how much did he get paid?
Yeah.
She said, well, they all got paid $2,000 a piece. I said, well, I hope it was worth it to get kissed like that by another dude.
Yeah, right. Didn't I see you on Jerry Springer? Yeah.
Oh my God, Vinnie, I laughed. And
wow.
the more she tried to force me to watch this and tried to convince me that her son wasn't gay.
Yeah.
And she was so proud that her son was on Jerry Springer. But she wasn't proud that he was gay.
Yeah. And coming across that way. Yeah.
Or coming across that way.
Yeah. Lynn, she needed to show you that video, and she needed you to be convinced.
Exactly.
She needed that.
And see, I'm about getting in and getting my work done because none of my jobs are within 5 minutes of my house.
Right.
I always have to drive an hour and a half. So I just want to get back home.
Heck yeah. I hear you.
So when I go to these people's houses, I just want to get in, get it done, and get out.
I understand that 100%.
So the longer she forced me to sit there and watch something I had no desire to watch,
right,
the more I pushed the point that he was gay just to irritate her as bad as she was irritating me.
Right.
So the more she would say, well, he's not really gay. I said, well, it may not be, but typically a straight dude don't kiss another dude like that, ma'am.
Yeah.
Boy, yeah. He's just getting under her skin so bad.
Yeah. That's great.
And I was just trying to force her to stop the video so that we could get done.
Right. Just aggravate her so much that she's like, damn it, get out of my house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was hilarious to
unbelievable. You know what? It's hilarious to me that she was so proud of a Jerry Springer credit.
Exactly.
I mean, that's hilarious.
Well, Vinnie, have you ever seen anybody that was so proud of the Jerry Springer credit, but not of why he was on Jerry Springer.
Never seen that either.
That's the funny part.
That is the funny part. Yes, most definitely.
You know,
but I'm getting a kick out of, my boy was on Jerry Springer. like that. I'd like to see the crowd she runs with that are like, "Ooh, really? That's big time." That's the crowd that she hangs out with that finds that, impressive.
Your boy was on Springer. How can I get mine on there?
Yeah, how can I get mine on Springer? Well, you got to come up with a story. You got to come up with a story. Well, what did your boy do? Well, he did this thing, but he's not gay. But he did this thing that was.
Yeah.
When you have to explain it like that,
it kind of takes away, doesn't it?
It takes away from it a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, it was hilarious, Vinny. I laughed all the way home.
I bet.
And when I got home, I told my wife, I told Chrissy, I said, Google this name and watch this episode.
Yeah.
And I said, by the way, the dude's not gay.
Yeah. According to his mother.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Simple Funding LLC. For all of your pre-settlement funding needs, contact Simple Funding LLC to receive your money promptly. They're a customer-centric legal funding company that provides exceptional funding solutions at affordable rates. Simple Funding covers a diverse range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, worker compensation, medical malpractice, wrongful death, and more. They recognize that life goes on and you need to access your funds immediately, which is why they offer clients a swift and efficient process with minimal documentation requirements. For more information, visit simplefundingllc.com or contact them directly at 678-855-6232.
Lynn, you talked to two mothers who had sons that were on Jerry Springer.
Yeah. And within probably 18 months of each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And they both were in Alabama?
No, they were both, one was in Decatur, Georgia, and the other one was in...
they were driving back from Birmingham when they got in the accident.
The one that was driving back from Birmingham, his mother lived in Decatur, and the other one was in Riverdale, Georgia.
Is that where they filmed the Jerry Springer show, in Birmingham, Alabama?
No, I don't know where they filmed it at. I have no idea. I know they had just been in Birmingham for some reason. I have no idea.
Oh, the show. The show was doing
No. The husband and wife had been in Birmingham for some reason.
Oh, I see. Because I thought they filmed it in Los Angeles.
They probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Too bad it's no longer on the air, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'll go get me $2,000.
Yeah, me too.
I'll come up with something.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to kiss a dude like that, though.
No, I'm not. No, I'll come up with something else. I'm just, yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I just, yeah.
Yeah, but it was, but I'd never seen a mother so proud.
Yeah.
To have a child on Jerry Springer and then be so defensive over the fact that he was gay. Because every time she mentioned, he's not gay. He's really not gay. And as I was leaving to go get in my car, she followed me out of the house all the way down to the driveway to my car going, he's really not gay. He's not gay.
Oh my God.
He
needed you to believe that, buddy.
They just come up with that story. They really just made that story up just to get on Jerry Springer.
Oh my God. I can see that conversation. Now, Mom, I'm going to be on Jerry Springer. Oh yeah. Well, but here's what we're doing. Just,
Yeah, we're going to,
I wonder if there was a warning, or I wonder if, dude, what if that was a real story? And the son told his mother, "No, Mom, we just made that up."
Yeah, well, that's what happened.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't want his mother to know that he was gay.
But I've heard. I don't want to spoil the fun for anybody out there, and I apologize if you haven't heard this. But I heard that some of those interactions on that show are engineered. I have heard that before. Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. It's,
you can't have that many
lesbian bikers who are dating, Satan worshipers, I mean, or whatever the story is.
Yeah, it'd be hard, wouldn't it? I mean,
mean,
you look at how many episodes they had.
oh yeah.
There's just no way that I mean, you wouldn't think. Well, I mean, there are a lot of ignorant people in this world.
Yeah. I mean, that show got to the point where it was every day. It was 5 days a week.
Yeah. You think about you look at the people that was on that show. You look at the TV audience it had.
Yeah.
How did it draw such an audience? I couldn't stand to watch it for 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was tough to watch.
You know how Jerry Springer got his TV start, don't you?
Yeah, he was a news guy.
He was the mayor of Cincinnati, Ohio. And
I thought it was. Oh, okay.
And he wrote a hooker a bad check, and she sued him, and he got ousted as the mayor, and then he became a TV personality.
Wow, man! Talk about good luck. Talk about. I mean, holy cow!
He wrote
that just goes to show you, when
he wrote a hooker a bad check.
I know that would crush almost anybody in a public job. Crush anybody. Jerry Springer became a millionaire over it.
Made a career out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show you when life kicks you in the gut, hold out for your TV show, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's something good's coming around the corner.
Yep. Just when life kicks you in the gonads, make lemonade and drink it and go on.
Yeah.
Because that's what he did.
He wrote a hooker a bad check knowingly, I bet.
Well, sure. And she sued him.
Yeah. Well, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he became a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, known worldwide.
Yeah. Do you think this woman cringes a little bit every time the show comes on? She's like,
Probably. Yeah. She made him famous.
I bet you she's been on his show a bunch of times.
Probably.
Had to. Hey, put me on your show. I'll do whatever you want.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. A hooker made him famous.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
How many people in this world can be sued by a hooker and become famous?
Yeah.
That's
I don't think anybody. Just Jerry. That's hilarious. I thought he was a news guy, and they approached that. That's how I thought. They approached. Hey, you ever thought about doing a talk show? That's what I thought.
Yeah, I don't know how the talk show became about. I know that he was the mayor of Cincinnati, or somewhere in Ohio, and I think it was Cincinnati. And he a hooker. He wrote a hooker a bad check, and she sued him, and then he
just got famous,
and he got ousted as the mayor over it, and then the next thing you know, he's a famous.
Yeah, well, that's like a savvy producer or something saw this as an opportunity. Holy cow, this guy's got name recognition.
Yeah.
let's ride this wave. I mean, it just goes to show you, Lynn, there's no such thing as bad press. I mean, literally such thing as bad press. All press, good or bad, is good.
Yeah.
You write a bad check, gets in the news, you get name recognition. Hey, man, you'll draw a crowd. Let's do a show.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's crazy.
But if you think about it, look at the audience that Jerry Springer, I mean, look how many years he was on TV. Even after his show was canceled or he quit doing the show, for years the TV show still ran and made bukus of buckets of money, millions and millions and millions of dollars. He still had an audience.
Oh, yeah.
And so it just goes to show you people loved this trash that he put on TV.
Yeah.
So there's an audience for it. So no matter what kind of press you get, there's still an audience for you.
Yeah.
No matter what it is. No, I don't care what it is. There's still an audience for it.
Yeah.
It beats all I've ever seen in my life.
I know. And here I am, on the road doing stand-up comedy, got no followers on, to speak of on Instagram, Facebook, and all that stuff. And, trying to figure, I put out these goofy videos. You hope that one goes viral, whatever, when all I really have to do is write a hook or a bad check. That's all I need to do.
And get sued.
And and I got to get sued too.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, got to get sued. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to have them file a lawsuit against you.
Yeah.
But see, here's the problem, Vinny. I have no desire to be a politician.
Me neither.
So being a politician is going to probably be out of the question. And I just politician turns my stomach. So
Yeah.
Government is just not for me.
No, me neither. I don't think I could do it because they'll dig something up on me and then I'll be out of it. I'll be out.
Well, yeah, they would dig something up on me or make something up on me. And, I'm one of those people who just goes, okay, I'm just not going to fight you on it. If that's what you believe, that's what you believe. I don't really
I'm the
care.
same way. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
You can go out and tell a lie on me and I'm just going to go, okay, whatever. I don't really care. If that's what you think. I don't care.
Yeah. See if that sticks.
Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as my wife and family knows the truth, I don't really give a shit.
Same here.
I don't say whatever you want to say.
Same
I don't care outside of the doors of my house. I don't care what the world thinks about me.
Yeah.
That's probably my biggest fault is I just don't care what they think.
I'm same boat, buddy. Absolutely the same boat. But I don't know. Never ever has it appealed to me.
No,
that the political life. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Well, I guess you got to be an egomaniac to.
You got to definitely be a narcissist. You got to be a narcissist because you look at some of these people and like they don't care that they're saying stuff that's untrue as long as it gets them publicity, as long as it gets them, clicks. Now it's clicks. Now it's people reacting to their tweets, and all this stuff, because that's really what it's all about. It's all about FaceTime. Yep. It's all about who's the most popular, who's got the biggest following, who's the most popular. It's literally a popularity contest. But to say stuff that's a lie and to know it's a lie and not to care as long as it propels you forward in your career is something I just could not do.
Nope.
No.
Well, see, that would so being a narcissist, to tell a lie and to get caught in that lie, or to look somebody in the face and lie knowing that I was lying, wouldn't that hurt your narcissistic personality?
For them, as long as they're getting attention, I think that's all they care about. All they care about is the attention, that people are paying attention to them because they, that's how they climb this ladder. That's how they get, more and more popular.
Yeah, but
that's how I see it anyway. That I could be dead wrong on that, but that's how I see it. I literally think that when I see like a politician, just spouting out junk, and I think to myself, I go, that's they got to know that's not true, but they also know that there's got to be people that will repeat it. And other people that will repeat it, and it'll go on and on and on. And then their face is in front of more people. Their face is in front of more people, which translates to votes, which furthers their career.
No, I agree with you, and I think
Yeah.
you're 100% right.
That's what it looks like to me, and it just looks like a very dishonest way to make a living.
Yes, I agree, 100%. But isn't it more important, or if you're so narcissistic that you have to have that kind of attention, do you really want to lie to get it? I mean, doesn't that kind of contradict being a narcissist?
I think this is, now bear in mind, this is just how I see it with, my naive little filter on my covering my eyes. It looks to me like what's more important is my name being said over and over again with a picture of my face being shown over and over again. That's what's important. And if I have to say this or piss off this person or undermine this person or backstab this person to get my face in front of more people, to get my name in front of more people, then that's what I got to do.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like to me.
I understand.
Yeah.
But to come out on television or on the radio or the internet or whatever and tell a blatant lie that millions and millions and millions of people know is a blatant lie. Is that really? I mean,
the majority of these are my opinions, Lynn. The majority of the people who know it's a lie and go, oh, no, I'm sorry. The people who say that's a lie, that's crap. They don't know what they're talking about, and that's a bad person. Those people are outnumbered by the people who get all of their opinions and all of their news from social media memes. They see something, they retweet it, they repost it, they blah, blah, they accept it as their own. They don't research it. They don't try to find out if it's true or not. They see it, it aligns with what they believe, so they just post it, repost it, and repost it. Those people outnumber the people with common sense. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to them. And that's why they don't care.
Well, I would hate to be so dumb that I would believe that Chicago is a safe city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, when they come out on TV and say Chicago is a very safe city, I would hate to be. I would hate to be so stupid as to believe that, because we all know that Chicago is more dangerous than a war zone.
Yeah.
We know that. There's more people shot in Chicago on any given weekend than there is in a war zone.
Yeah. Yep.
So when a politician comes out and says that Chicago is a safe city, how stupid do you have to really be? How uneducated are you?
Yeah, it's for the uneducated.
For the dumb masses.
For the dumb sheep.
Yeah.
That'll just, oh yeah, it's safe city. Let me repost it because this guy aligns with my belief, so I am going to put him further out there, blah. It's really sad. It's really sad.
So they should be on. So basically what you're saying is these people that were on Jerry Springer and the people who watch Jerry Springer are the ones who follow these liars religiously.
It would seem so. It would seem like that would track. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It would that would be a very safe bet, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah.
At least the people that were on Jerry Springer.
At least the people that were on Jerry Springer, and the people that believe that their son just made it up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they just he's not gay. He's just making that up. They made that story up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this was a fun one, Lynn. This was a fun one. Yeah. If we apologize for missing last week. We We will do our best to never let it happen again, because you guys were here for us, so we want to be here for you, and we appreciate you being here. If you like goofy videos, if you like stand-up comedy, check me out. My website is vinnie.com, www.vinnie.com. If you need someone surveilled, if you need to serve some papers, if you need to find someone, Lynn Lambdin is the best, ladies and gentlemen. Tell them your website.
LWIAS.com. Once again, that is LWIAS.com.
LWIAS.com. And thank you, Simple Funding, for sponsoring this episode again. And hopefully next week we'll have that other sponsor. That would be great. If you can, click that subscribe button and leave us a little comment or a review. We would appreciate it. And thank you so much for coming back.
Vinny, I want to say one thing.
Yeah.
I had lasagna for dinner, and I thought of you.
The Sagna.
And if you can tell me where that come from, we'll give you 10% off for the first person that can tell us where that came from.
Yeah. Lynn is referring to a bit that I do. If you could find it, what will they get, Lynn?
We'll give you 10% off of a job if you order a job through LWI, a locate, or if you want somebody located or something, yeah. we'll give you 10% off.
The first person to identify
the first 5 people. We'll do it for the first 5 people.
Okay, the first 5. The first 5 people that identify the video that came from. He said he had lasagna for dinner tonight. They'll get 10% off of a job with Lynn at the helm. That's a really good deal, guys. All right. Thank you for coming back. We will see you next week. Thanks again.